Welcome back to Under the Helmet with the Grave Digger, the Earl Ingram Show. As always, you can join us at 844-967-2789. Yeah, but you don't see me getting in the groove, man.
Earl, if these people can see you bobbing your head and the way you dance, they're gonna be like, he ain't caught a rhythm yet.
That's kind of, the way it was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
OVP. But let me ask you this, man. I was going through. First off, congratulations. You are on. I didn't even know they were still doing John Madden.
Are you crazy?
Hey man, come on, man.
All the kids, even the grown-ups playing the Madden game.
Well, I don't know.
And dudes used to get mad because of their ratings. They get pissed off.
You mean the players?
The players get pissed off about their ratings.
Well,
you
are now. I don't know what this stuff. You're the only one in the ultimate team with the unstoppable Force X Factor trait. So, we old folk, man. What does that mean?
That means I'm a bad man. That means I can't be stopped. That means I choke two at the same time and still dig them up.
So you play Madden?
Oh yeah.
Even today?
Even today. When I got time, I get on the sticks, baby.
Let me get here, man. Our phone line's open at 844-967-2789, 844-967-2789. Now, this guy came up with this, Gilbert.
What guy?
His name is
start naming
his name is Zach Cruz. Okay. And he came up with the all Brett Favre versus all Aaron Rodgers Packer team.
Okay.
Now, because they haven't been in the games, this is what people have to do because, we're still talking football.
Yeah.
So they came up with this, and and I don't know how he measures it, but he went down every position and talked about the comparisons between, the Brett Favre's 1992, from the era featuring the best players from the era 1992 to 2022 of the two legendary quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't help, man, as we went down the defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we forget, man, because we didn't play. You played. You knew the guys you played with.
Right.
But I looked at the cats you had with you, man. Gilbert Brown, Santana Dotson, Cullen Jenkins, and Cletius Hunt. You remember them cats? You remember them cats?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So let me ask you, because I remember Cletius Hunt sometimes he was a pretty rough dude, man.
Yeah, he was a tough hombre.
So Cullen Jenkins was a pretty tough cat.
He was a tough one too.
So, and then you mix Santana Dotson and you in there. That's a pretty memorable top flight tackles, right? Is it safe to say that?
Absolutely. That's a good. That was a good mix of salt and pepper.
now, Santana was like kind of the oldest one of you guys. The other three of you guys were kind of young, right?
Yeah, we was the puppies.
Yeah. So tell us what it was like, man, to play with Cullen Jenkins, Cletius Hunt, and Santana Dotson.
Man,
even as dominant as you were, what was it like?
It was good. It was like you got to have that complimentary player. You know what I'm saying? You got to have he got to do something in order for me to eat. I got to do something in order for him to eat. And we played off each other. Me and Santana were the best at it. And then Cletius came along, and then Cullen came along, and they all three brought a different piece to the table. You know what I'm saying? I think to me, Santana was probably the best pure pass rusher. Cletius was more power with his pass rush, and Cullen was too. You know what I'm saying? So everybody had their own flavor to them.
Well, so now you also played as a younger cat with Reggie White
Yep.
and what was the other cat's name they got from San Diego?
It was Reggie White and Sean Jones.
Sean Jones.
Yeah.
That was, and who else did you have with you?
When we all played together was Santana, me, Reggie, Sean. And
Okay.
I'm gonna say this right now, and I don't mean to toot everybody's horn. And you can even go back to the Lombardi days. That defensive line we had in '96 that only gave up 19 touchdowns. I'm gonna say we was probably one of the premier defensive lines in Green Bay Packer history.
19 touchdowns in the entire season.
We only played 16 games, sir.
I know, but that's an average of 1 touchdown a game, man. That's phenomenal.
We went hunting, man. We was hunting out there.
So now during the Aaron Rodgers era,
Here we go.
Kenny Clark,
Love me some Kenny.
Mike Daniels,
Mike Daniels a tough customer.
Ryan Pickett,
yeah.
B.J.
Raji, yeah.
Now, I saw all of that. I watched you guys. I watched them.
Mm-hmm.
Comparison with those guys. I don't think they were as big as you guys were they?
Not really. I mean, BJ was probably right up in there. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Clark and them guys, they were big boys, man. But they wasn't as big as we were. You see what I'm saying? But then again, Earl, you cannot compare that defensive line with our defensive line. You cannot. There's no comparison. I mean, we had the best defensive end that ever put his hand in the dirt. I'm talking
Reggie
about
White.
He can play all 4 positions.
Yeah, but so what they did then also said was the combination of Gilbert Brown and Santana Dotson was just unbelievable. And then they tried to compare Kenny Clark and Mike Daniels to the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
And they came out saying clearly that Gilbert Brown and Santana Dotson clearly had the upper hand in that.
Wow. I mean, he finally got something right.
Hey,
because Earl, I'm gonna tell you like this: we enjoyed punishing offensive lines. We enjoyed it. And here's the killer part about it, Earl. You watch film all week and all that stuff, and then when you get out there on the field and they break the huddle and they start walking to the line and they see how really big we really are.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So as I was going through this, man, and I looked at, some of the other positions, like the running backs.
Yeah.
All Brett Favre, Armand Green, Dorsey Levens, Edgar Bennett, all Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Ryan Grant, Eddie Lacy. I don't think there's any comparison. Do you?
No.
Armand Green, Dorsey Levens, and Edgar Bennett.
Armand Green is the Green Bay Packers all-time leading rusher right now. And Dorsey Levens, when you got a nickname, the Horse.
Man,
the Horse.
When they would do the little swing pass to Dorsey Levens, and he would pick up some steam. What did he weigh? 230?
Maybe. Because he started out as a fullback.
No, I know he was a big boy.
Started as a fullback. But here, we missing out on Edgar Bennett. Edgar Bennett was an all-terrain running back. I had never seen nobody run in mud like he did. Never.
So how big was Edgar Bennett?
He wasn't as big as Armand nor.
Was he fast?
He was just strong.
Strong. Yeah, he was a strong guy.
And his footing was amazing. I ain't never seen nobody that can run and everybody else slipping and falling. He's toting.
So, Gilbert, I don't think there's any comparison. Certainly Aaron Jones, but Ryan Grant and Eddie Lacy don't compare
Ryan Grant was pretty good.
Oh, he
Ryan Grant was
was.
pretty good. Eddie Lacy was more power,
But he didn't last long enough.
but he didn't last long. You're right.
I'm trying to figure. I just can't remember Ryan Grant.
I can't
Uh,
because if you look at him and Dorsey Levens, they look like twins on the field. They wore the same number. They both was pretty,
but
and they both can tote the ball.
yeah. Well, he didn't have a long career.
No, I don't think he did either. No.
Um, fullbacks, all Brett Favre, William Henderson,
Oh my God.
all Aaron Rodgers, John Kuhn.
What? What you about to say?
I
What you
don't know,
about to
man.
say?
Hey, I'm just saying, man.
William Henderson brought his hard hat and his lunch pail to work, and he didn't put it down. That dude, man, he played special teams and offense to the max, dog. And when I saw him go in there and hit Urlacher in the mouth on several occasions, I mean, I would run to the sideline just to watch this. Paya.
Man, William Henderson was a fullback who got the ball.
He can
And
catch.
yeah, and he ran. He had 3,000
His
yards.
nickname was Big Stiffy, and he can catch the ball now. Big Stiffy can catch the ball now.
So you say so what did he weigh? 230?
Oh no, he had to be every bit of 250.
Oh man. So the defensive backs
He
hated to
was,
see
he,
him
was
come.
in the, he was in the sweat box with me Thursday night because we had to weigh in on Friday.
Here's the receivers. Okay. All Brett Favre, Sterling Sharp,
Ooh,
Donald Driver,
ooh.
your boy Antonio Freeman,
Hee-hee.
Robert Brooks, and Javon Walker. That's five. Them some pretty bad boys, right? Safe to say.
Yeah, that's some pretty good dudes.
Okay, so
But Donald
Aaron Rodgers,
Driver, ain't he the all-time leading receiver?
yeah, all Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams,
Bad man.
Jordy Nelson,
Bad man.
Greg Jennings,
Bad man.
Randall Cobb, James Jones,
He was good too.
and Christian Watson.
Christian Watson. He made it. He
They
ain't
had-
he ain't busted grape yet. How he get in there?
Hey,
I'd have
Sterling
picked some
Sharp,
dude out
Donald
of stand
Driver.
for to put him in there. He ain't busted no
Hey,
grape yet.
Sterling Sharp, you keep saying should be in the Hall of Fame.
No question.
Donald Driver, the leading receiver.
Mr. Dancing with the Stars.
Antonio Freeman, who is a buddy of yours. Was he underrated? Has he been underrated?
Yes. Very underrated. Very underrated. And might you say most of these guys that you said name has been nominated for Hall of Fame.
For the Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame.
No. NFL Hall of Fame.
So Robert Brooks was a guy who, was pretty good, man, but he didn't get he didn't play very long, but man,
Injury.
he took a beating. He was a cat that they would run in a linebacker territory, right?
Across the middle, man.
Yeah. He had courage, right? You need some courage to go across the middle.
Yeah.
I go to a break. Phone lines open at 844.
Great conversation, bro. Great
2789.
conversation.
Under the helmet, the grave digger. You can join us. We'll be right back.